YouTube, Top 10 Tuesdays time. We've got superheroes. Just seen your video, Scott. Superhero movies for this week. Okay. Top 10 Tuesday, superhero movies. Here we go. Right. I'm favouring movies which I own and ones I rewatch most of. Yeah. Obviously the ones I rewatch more of I've had for longer. So really those three. Own, rewatchability, and therefore ones I've had for longer. Yes, so we'll start with number 10. Got here Kelly's Heroes, number 10. I threw Kelly's Heroes in because basically each character in Kelly's Heroes is really a superhero in themselves. The movie is, each character in the movie has got super duper fleshed out characters in it. It consists of really fleshed out characters. Each character in their own right could have their own movie, basically, in a nutshell. Kelly's Heroes, you've got Clint Eastwood, Donald Sutherland, you've got, I don't know the names offhand. No. Yes, Telly Savalas. Just them, and the ones I've mentioned. There are more. I don't know the names of the main plays other than the ones I've stated there. Each character in themselves, as to say, could have a movie in their own right. They're all wonderfully fleshed out in each individual character in Kelly's Heroes. Yes, to keep it brief really, Kelly's Heroes, number 10. This is again ones I own, so I've had to compromise here with the term superhero. Okay, number 10. Number 9, Batman Begins. Got a few Batman movies amongst this 10. Here it is here. Batman Begins. I only have it on DVD. I'd love it on Blu-ray. I've never seen it on Blu-ray. Didn't see it at the cinema. Batman Begins, number 9. I think it's a better movie than The Dark Knight. I much prefer the actress Kelly Holmes in the role of I can't remember a character's name. Can't remember. Offhand, I can't remember. I much prefer Katie Holmes. I much prefer Katie Holmes than what's her name? Gyllenhaal, Jake Gyllenhaal's sister. To be honest, in The Dark Knight, I still can't get my head around the different actress playing the role, which Katie Holmes did in Batman Begins. I still can't. So Batman Begins, I much prefer it. I think overall it's a much better movie. Yeah, I prefer Christian Bale in it as well. Prefer the younger Christian Bale playing the Batman role. Whether it's because his character's more naive in Batman Begins than the Dark Knight, I don't know, because it's the origin story, isn't it? I just prefer it as an overall movie. I've just been watching Dario Argento's Dracula 3D and Rutger Hauer's in that, and I was just thinking how good it is to see Rutger Hauer still working and looking well and slim. He's aged terribly since he did Batman Begins. Anyway, just an incidental there. Number 9, Batman Begins. Okay, 8 we have My Super Ex-Girlfriend. Again, the spectrum is broad here when it comes to the term superheroes. You can't really specify down to one particular, can you? In itself, the word superhero is broad, isn't it? My Super Ex-Girlfriend, put this in at number 8. It's dead funny. It's really funny. It's one of them. Even if you're watching on your own, you'll be laughing your head off, watching, and you'll be like that. Why am I laughing my head off so much? Because it's just dead funny. It's had a lot of hate that this movie has, My Super Ex-Girlfriend, but I absolutely love it. And I used to watch it all the time. I haven't got it on Blu-ray, just the DVD. I'd love it on Blu-ray. It's dead funny. It's dead funny, and it's got a very young, the blonde actress in it before she goes brunette red toward the end when she turns into a superhero herself. What's in it? I can't remember her name. She was in the Chris Evans movie recently. I can't remember that movie either, title either. Oh, I can't remember. It's just dead funny. It's a solid film that, as I say, it got loads of hate. It's really funny. God, the guy had a vacancy. His best friend in it. You know, the two males in it. They bounce off each other. Their characters bounce off each other wonderfully. I just cannot remember anything tonight after the bank holiday. Forgive me. My Super Ex-Girlfriend, solid comedy flick that in itself. It's a solid comedy flick in itself. My Super Ex-Girlfriend at number 8. Number 7. Okay, a movie I watched last night actually. Got a game going broad here. Street Kings. I think Keanu Reeves' character in Street Kings is classic. He has a transformation, the transformation of a superhero in it, and is held at the esteem of one at the end. And I won't say any more about that movie. I won't give any more details away in regards to why I think Street Kings, I've thrown it in my superhero top 10 because it would just be going into spoiler territory and I don't wish to. But I think Keanu Reeves, the character he plays in Street Kings is almost superhero-like. Coming in at number 7, Street Kings. I think it's great. Great movie. I think the dude who plays the sergeant, oh God, he was in, oh God, my memory tonight is terrible. Forrest Whitaker. I think he's magnificent in this, actually, Forrest Whitaker. Yeah, I think it's a wonderful movie, Street Kings. Wonderful. 7. That was number 7. Number 6. We've got another Batman, second of the Batmans. I think that's all in regards to Batman. I think it is. Batman, Gotham Knight. The animation, got it on Blu-ray. Gotham Knight. I view this a lot of late since I bought it. It's one of those movies where I'll throw on, because it's got great audio to it. I'll watch it, and because it's animation as well, it works great when it's up converted to 3D. The conversion handles it great. It watches great, it converts to 3D. Batman Gotham Knight. To be honest with you, I'm not a big Batman fan at all. I've got another Batman movie out there which I've not included. Batman Gotham Knight. I think because it's animated, it's come higher than Batman Begins. I've just never been into Batman, period. I just never have been. But this movie I can watch often. It has 1:7:8 aspect ratio as well. It watches great on a big screen. It's very enjoyable. I like it. I like it. Gotham Knight, that was... Oh God, number 6. That was number 6. Number 5, Man of Steel. Superman, the latest Superman. Man of Steel. I won't need to say anything about this. Man of Steel. Yeah, I think Henry Cavill plays it wonderfully. I won't say much in regards to the original Superman, which I grew up watching. Not just yet. But regarding that, I think Henry Cavill plays it great. I just, in regards to Superman being played a few years ago, Superman Returns, that movie just like passed me right on by. I never saw that at all, even at the time. I don't think I even have seen it thoroughly in its entirety, even today. Man of Steel, I'm throwing that in. I think it's a great movie. I think Russell Crowe, it was great to see him come back. And also another old actor I was used to when I was younger. What's his name? God, I'm really flipping forgetting everything here. I'm determined to remember it. He was out of No Way Out. He was in the movie No Way Out. Oh God, what's his name? Things with a K in it. K. Oh God, there's a K in his name. I'm not going to get it. It's Costner, Kevin Costner. I just vaguely saw on the back that I knew his name, Kevin Costner. I think they're all wonderful in this movie. Man of Steel. I think it makes for a great watch. It does, and I'm watching it quite often. In regards, it has the 3D on it. I watch that quite a bit of late. I'm liking that. Man of Steel. Number 5. Number 4. Hulk. Ang Lee's Hulk. I've seen the sequel to this. Sequel of sorts. The one with Edward Norton in. I prefer this one. I grew up watching this. I like the CG sequences in this. The dogs attacking him, where he's fighting off the dogs. I love Jennifer Connelly. I love the interaction between Jennifer Connelly and the CG character of the Hulk. I love that where he picks her up and puts her in the car, and where she prior to that discovers him in the trees, amongst the trees with a torch. I love their interaction. I think the CG works great. Jennifer Connelly makes this for me, actually. The sequence in the desert, it hasn't aged, actually. This movie stands up really well. The CG in this stands up really well. Ang Lee's Hulk, I think. Again, this had a lot of crap thrown on it. I think it stands up really well, actually. I like his Hulk. Number 4, that was number 4. Number 3, top 3 time. Okay, Captain America. There we go, Captain America. It's coming in. Why Captain America? For a start, it has 3D. That's why I bought it. Yeah, I like it. And I'm watching it often because it has 3D. I tend to watch more 3D movies now than any other kind, because I grew up watching 2D movies, and 3D is just pure novelty to me in my adulthood. I just love 3D movies. Captain America, I think, is coming so high because of said situation. I'm watching so many 3D movies of late. When I do put the television on, I think it works great from A to Z. The whole narrative to this is wonderful. I think the third act, where in that big jet, Nazi jet, okay, it's a bloody huge runway, and they're speeding down it so fast, it must be the length and breadth of the UK. I think that sequence, I think it's just wonderful. The 3D works great. What else can I say about it? watch it a lot. I think that's why it's coming so high. Captain America. Number 3. Number 2, okay, here we're going right off here, right off. Okay, number 2. Okay, it's Dirty Harry. Dirty Harry. Clint Eastwood's Dirty Harry. The first one. Clint Eastwood, he's like a superhero from my childhood. He really is. He's become, he'll probably drop dead tomorrow now. He's become a superhero to me in regards to my movie watching history, Clint Eastwood. Dirty Harry, I'm just going to put Dirty Harry in there. It's just great, the film Dirty Harry. You can't beat it. Magnum Force as well is fantastic. I think they're both as good as each other, to be honest with you. They're both brilliant. I think Clint Eastwood, he's my superhero, number 1 superhero, to be honest with you. Other than my actual number 1. Clint Eastwood's Dirty Harry, Magnum Force. I think I'll throw them both in at number 2. And number 1, I don't own it, and it's the only one I don't own. But I had to put it in at number 1, because it's probably one of the very first movies I ever saw and loved. Probably most people my age probably have the same sentiments, share the same sentiments. It's the 1978, is it? Or 79? Superman, Christopher Reeve. Yeah. I think even if you were male, you fell in love with Christopher Reeve, didn't you? Didn't we all? Superman, number 1. That was my top 10 superhero movies. Top 10, Tuesday, superhero movies.